Welcome everyone. We are group number 32 here. We are going to present competitive strategies that are applied by companies like Ford and Toyota that are leaders in automobile industry. Then we have food and beverage industry leaders like KFC and McDonald's. And myself, Alok Singh. And we have other group members like Sharad, we have Mrugesh, Varun and Anish. And it's a collaborative effort by everyone. And we are here to present the highlights of car industry that will be presented by me. Then Sharad will take over and he will come on to present on target segmentation and mode of entry by Ford. And Varun will present the same thing except for Ford. He will be talking about the same things of target segmentation and mode of entry on Toyota. Mrugesh, he will come on to food and beverage industry and he will give us the branding of it, the global branding of food and beverage industry. The companies that we are discussing in food and beverage, like I mentioned earlier, is KFC and McDonald's, and Anish will give us a conclusion of KFC and McDonald's statistics and everything. Thank you. Highlights of the automobile industry. Statistics have shown that there has been a continuous rise in the sales records over the past few years. That goes for both Ford and Toyota. In the year 2016, we noticed a rise in 4.8% of sales for Ford, and it's actually a huge number for any automobile company to rise per year. And same goes for Toyota. They actually produce 10 million units per year, and which is actually the highest for that year, and they were the leading provider of automobile in that country in that particular year. So this number actually shows that transportation has been made easier by this invention. The only year in which there was a noticeable change in the sales for Toyota was in the year 2011 when earthquake and tsunami, they both hit Japan, and everyone was suffering because of it, and the sales record went down. So I'll pass this presentation on to Sharad now. He will continue it. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Sharad from Group 32. I will talk about target segmentation, positioning, and mode of entry. We'll consider two examples here, Ford and Toyota. I'll talk about Ford, and my group mate will talk about Toyota. Considering in early 20th century, buying a car for every middle class consumer was a dream. So what Ford did, they offered a car at a very low price of $550 in 1940 and even $360 in 1970, which was quite in budget of every middle class consumer. Ford is also using marketing mix in which they target two or more segments by developing a market mix for each segment. Ford Fiesta, for example, is a small car targeting young people from age 18 to 25, and they offer cool prices, cool colors, and a very low price for that car. They also have some expensive cars which are available for high class and consumers who are willing to spend more on their car. Now, how did the Ford enter into the market? We'll take an example of Chinese market. Ford formed a joint venture with Changan. Upon entering the Chinese market, Ford and Changan created a joint venture named as Changan Ford Automobile Corporation Limited after approval from the Chinese market. It's a 50-50 joint venture between Changan and Ford. Started with 20,000 Ford Fiesta's production in 2003, Changan Ford invested 490 US million dollar in the construction of second assembly line at with the annual capacity of 150,000 vehicles at 2009, which is opened in 2014.
Good morning, sir. My name is Varun Kumar, and today I'm going to present my topic on Toyota and the Ford industry, and like how Toyota entered into the market, and like Toyota first entered into the European market. First they have established their plant in the European industry in the Denmark, and where they and after that they got entry into the other countries also, like England and the other, like Czech and the Turkey. And in between Czech and Turkey, they have combined 50 50 50 ventures, and after that they established their first motor manufacturing in a first manufacturing car in the UK in 1989, and the car which first came out from the plant was Carina E, and after that, like now at in 2017, UK UK have the record to sell up by 50% after the use of hybrid cars in the market, and so after that I'm going to talk about the global branding, how Ford uses their strategies to make their brand globally popular. And in 2012, focus may Ford focused on a compact car including in the US, and Ford plans their global branding like by making the US and the Europe market to share 80% of their auto parts and these type of things. And so they also did a uh, did a great thing, like they pick up a Musa Tariq who was working with Apple, and they and the Musa Tariq was working together with the Ford industry as well. And after that, the Ford industry grow growed really well, and Ford starts there, and Ford was also taking the auto parts from the Omnicraft, so that Omnicraft after that started selling their auto parts to the Ford industry, and until now the Omnicraft is selling their auto parts to the Ford industry. And Toyota is on number fifth in the world, and number first in the Asia to produce the large number of cars and the best quality cars. And the most valuable thing is the Forbes magazine awarded as a number 8 in the world in the market with a cap of $171.8 billion. So this is how Toyota and Ford establish a market in the world. Thank you.
Hi, myself Mukesh Patel. My topic is about the food and beverage industry. The food and beverage industry is the um, in the region of Asian Pacific are growing rapidly at the growth rate of around 9.5% per annum in the year between 2006 to 2016 as per my graph. Uh, Shown in the presentation. The second fastest growing region are Middle East and Africa, growing at a growth rate of a 7%, at the growth rate of a 7% in the year mm, per annum in the year between 2006 to 2016. And also predict that the in upcoming year, that is between 2017 to 2027, the growth rate is even increase up to 7.2% per annum. On the other hand, the in between year 2017 to 2027, the American and European economic are expected to around 5%. Uh, just I give one just I give history on the two big organizations under the food and beverage industry. First is the McDonald. It is the one of the giant in the American public type of hamburger and food restaurant. It is found in the 1940. It is the and become the McDonald Corporation in 1955. Uh, McDonald operating around 36,900 location globally, and the 3,75,000 employees as per my up to year 2016 as per my report. So, another one is the KFC. KFC is also one of the giant in the American subsidiary type of a food restaurant. It is found in the 1930. Uh, KFC operating around 19,900 uh, location globally as per my report.
Hello, my name is Anis and I'm here to give you some brief information about McDonald's and KFC's. Let me tell you something about McDonald's. McDonald's is opened on 1940 but was officially operated on 1955, April 15. Richard Morris McDonald and Ray Cooks are the founder of McDonald's. Illinois is the place where McDonald's headquarters is situated. McDonald's is being operated worldwide in 36,900 places with a massive staff of around 375,000 people. McDonald's revenue is 24.6 billion every year. Now moving to KFC. KFC is founded on March 20, 1930 by Mr. Harland Sanders. Kentucky is the headquarters where KFC's headquarters lies. 19,900 places are KFC's open worldwide with the massive revenue collection of $23 billion. So on the next slide we have tried to make you guys clear about the target segments of these two largest companies. So like we have just categorized the different segments so it would be easier for you guys to see the target market of KFC's as well as the McDonald's. Well, now moving to the next slide, we have just taken two style of working of KFC's and McDonald's, so like how they perform their work. So they use the line extension and the brand extension. So what is line extension? So line extension is the use of an established product, brand, name for a new item in the same product, such as flavor, color, and ingredient. That means like we cannot change the complete, like we can make complete new dish, but we can just add up some color, some ingredients, and some flavor on the dish which was actually already launched.